It's Friday night, and it's time for Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Happy Friday to ya! Oh, TGIF, like wow. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Friday night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Friday night Tape Talk with
Rob and the Captain.
I gotta take a wee.
Jibba jabbing.
I would have just got my nipples out.
Double whammy, bang.
I'm gonna puke.
You betcha.
Oh, it's hot stream on stream action.
I had a good chuckle. I enjoyed that.
What am I doing on a higher balloon? Who am I, the Wizard of Oz?
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Captain.
Rob and the Captain.
Friday night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
They're masturbating with mackerel?
It looks like poo.
I like to dip my marinara sauce in other marinara sauce.
Fart noise. Oh, I like butt stuff.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Captain.
Rob and the Captain. It's Friday night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. And now, here's Rob from Rob's Vintage Video and Captain Adam from Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Captain.
Rob and the Captain.
Hey, welcome everybody, all you tapeoids and tapeettes. Welcome to Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain that makes it happen, Captain Adam. I think it's Captain Adam.
Yeah.
Happy 4th of July, Captain.
Happy 4th of July, everybody out there. Yeah. Macho Man, Captain Adam.
Yeah, Pugwall's here. Good evening, Matt. Let's go, Larry.
Oh, Larry, I'm glad you checked in on this show, but not on my show earlier.
Larry was streaming. Larry had a stream with Matt.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, they were streaming Uncle Sam in your honor, maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know that. It
Back.
didn't come up in my feed, like always.
Cap Macho Savage.
Oh, that's right, Larry. Sorry I didn't catch your stream. I wouldn't have went against you time-wise. Yeah, no reason to be competitive against a friend. I had no idea. Yeah, I did see that new video you uploaded about Van Helsing from A Horror of Dracula. Yeah, not that great of a film, but certainly iconic nonetheless. And that figure certainly is top-notch. Yeah, so are your videos, my friend. Keep up the good work. Yeah.
That was excellent.
Oh, thanks. Where's Lindog? Where's Lindog? He's missing all the good stuff.
I think Lindog had some affairs this evening. He's got some things to do, so he may check in, he may not. But I know he's got some partying to do. So
he should stop having an affair. Okay, he needs to.
No, not an affair, like a current affairs.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see that kind of affair.
Hey, Josh is here. Big Josh is here.
I'll put my pirate hat on.
Okay.
If he shows up, I'll put the Macho Man hat back on.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Big Josh is here. He says, Happy 4th of July.
Hello, Josh, again, my friend.
And JX is here. Good evening, JX.
Hey, JX. Good to see you again. Yeah, Josh, he was with me on the happy hour.
Yeah, I saw him there. I was there briefly. I had things to do to get ready for Friday Night Tape Talk. So
yeah, well, I wasn't too sure how well that stream would do. I really just wanted to do something. I didn't care if anybody was watching, to tell you the truth.
It seemed like it went pretty well.
Yeah, it went fine. Went off without a hitch. Now that I know what I'm doing. You know what? Last week when you weren't here, and we'll get to this, folks. But when it started, the first 3 minutes of that stream were a disaster, and I figured out what happened. There was another window for like the present stuff and like add. There's another window. If I just would have hit I didn't know there was a scroll bar, and I would scroll down. I could have changed the whole thing, but I didn't realize that till much later. Mm-hmm, so yeah, it was my fault.
Yeah, it's a little tricky when you're first at it and you're not sure what's what.
Yeah, well, if you live and you learn. Oh, everything's a lesson.
See, Larry said, to be fair, Cap, I'm halfway through your happy hour stream. So
I'm just joshing with you, Larry. But seriously, I didn't get any notifications on your stream either. So
damn YouTube.
I'll probably get it tomorrow. That's how it works. That's just what I don't know. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't.
Yep, sure you will. Sure you will.
Sure you will. Sure you do. Sure you do. I also get compliments on the hyphen.
Yeah, sure you would. Sure you would.
Well, Rob, great to have you back. Welcome back,
Thank you.
my
Thank you for
friend.
having me.
We certainly missed you last week. I had fun though, holding the fort down, as it were, and talking to all
I
the
don't
good
have a
people
Fourth of
out there.
July shirt on, but I don't have a Fourth of July shirt, so I put on one of my
Oh
old
wow,
Captain Adams
I like
apparel.
that. That's great. That's an OG too. I appreciate you buying it. I think you're the only one that bought it, but
Well, it's a nice shirt, so
I'll,
and it glows
I'll,
in the
I'll
dark.
I'll have to look at my figures. But yeah, yeah, Teespring isn't really doing shit for me. So, but
Me
thank you
neither.
for buying that. Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, I sold one shirt, but it doesn't say. It doesn't tell me. So
Mm. Well, I know Mummy and the Monkey were saying they were lamenting the other week on their podcast about they had a shop at Teespring, but there's a lot of issues as far as like shipping time. Of course, they had nothing to do with that. That's all Teespring.
yeah,
But
yeah.
so yeah, they kind of they switched from somebody else. I don't know who it was, but yeah. So Teespring, I don't know about that. I don't know about that place.
What's going on, Crusher? Crusher's here.
Hey, Crusher's here.
Yeah, Friday night tape talk. So yeah, I'm back. I was on a little. As you would know, I was on a little bit of a road trip,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of a vacay,
Yeah,
and
yes, he was.
more of a stake. Well, it wasn't really a staycay because I wasn't at home, but I didn't really go anywhere. I just went back home to my other home.
Right. It was more of a mission than a vacation,
Yeah,
correct? Yeah, it's one of those things, folks. But his exploits were still pretty fun, right? You got to sit in traffic, right?
yeah. Well, that's for sure. I mean,
And
who
it sounds
doesn't
like
these days?
you got to sit in traffic the right way, where it was like everybody was getting out of their cars, that kind of traffic jam. Yeah,
It was
yeah,
standstill for at least an hour, and people were having smokes and drinks, and they pulled up
yeah.
lawn chairs, and they're
Mhm.
walking up and down the highway.
Yeah, it's one of those, man. I'm very familiar with that. Of course, that's why I've taken to the sea. There's not too many traffic jams at sea.
No,
If there is, it's usually a bunch of like a pot of orcas getting in the way. But other than that, though, no
if
problems out here.
if you would have been around in my vicinity, I would have got you to pick me up and drop me off. But
Yeah,
it is what it
sorry.
is.
Yeah.
You know, I
Well,
had
so
this.
you weren't at sea. I don't have a flying pirate ship. I couldn't have helped you out. You weren't at sea.
No, well, I mean, I'm in Canada. You can get to anywhere, or you can get right to where I'm at by sea. You just got to float on in
From Canada. I'll have
from
to
wherever
check
you
my.
are, from anywhere in the world. The St.
I have
Lawrence
to.
River. Almost if it's ocean comes right in the St. Lawrence River, right into Montreal, right in Ontario, right where I'm at.
Well, I will have to check my charts on that one. But
And
I
you
want
just
to
jump on the
say,
Mississippi River. You jump on the Mississippi River. You go up the Mississippi River all the way up to I think it's one of the Great Lakes that's just below me here, and then you make your way from there into up to where I'm at, Lake Ontario, and then you pick me up.
well, thanks a lot, Copernicus. We really appreciate the update.
Well, I'm just saying, you want to
kidding.
know how it would happen. I'm just letting you know how it happened.
Well, yeah, okay. I'll look into that more.
Any VHS pickups? I did pick up a few things. I didn't bring everything to show, but I have a couple of things on the side here that I wanted to show you that were pretty cool.
You mean you actually found VHS in the wild?
Yes.
Wow, dude.
Not all kinds.
Bruh.
Not all kinds, and not amazing tapes or nothing like that.
I mean, at this point, dude, any tape is amazing to find in the wild.
Well, this one's pretty cool because I've never found one of these.
Mm-hmm.
And when I looked it up, I saw on eBay. I was looking to see if you can buy it on eBay. And one of the cheapest ones I can see were like $50. They have a whole bunch of different ones, but I guess since we're talking about it, I'll show it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a what is it? It is a vintage video release, which is one thing that I like about it. Let me pop myself.
Good. How convenient.
Yes, I do collect vintage video releases because I am Rob's Vintage Video, as we know. And so it's a vintage video release of Grandpa Munster, I suppose, did a series of Grandpa Presents.
Oh yeah. I totally vague memory about that, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So this is the incredible two-headed transplant.
Oh yeah, the two-headed transplant. What a shit movie that is with Bruce Dern. Is Bruce Dern in that?
Yeah, Bruce Dern, Pat Priest, and Casey Kasem.
Casey Kasem, really?
Yeah.
Who was also the voice of Shaggy and Cliff Jumper from Transformers.
That's right.
May he rest in peace.
So on the back here, I'll show you up close. It has Grandpa's ratings, and it's got 3 bats here, and it
Oh,
says two heads, 3 bats. It's so bad, it's good.
yeah, I
Grandpa's
remember.
rating.
Yeah, he had the bat. Yeah, the bat ratings. Yeah, I now. Yeah, totally forgot about that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
you really brought back a lot of memories there. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, look at that. Where did you find that?
At like a thrift store,
No kidding.
a French version of like a Value
Oh,
Village, or like a charity shop. Like,
yeah.
pretty cool, huh?
And when you found it, were you like sacre bleu?
Yes, I was. I was sacre bleu. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça?
Cats can say. Oh man, that's a good find. Shit, man.
I was happy to get that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't find dick in my thrift stores, which is good. I don't want to. I'm not looking for dick, but I would like to find some VHS.
The professor's here. Happy
Hey,
4th of
Professor.
July, America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Came to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
Oh my goodness, we might get a copyright for that.
That's how good it was.
Yeah, that's how good it was. It's like
Yeah.
YouTube content ID is not going to recognize that. Otherwise, it's like that's legit. We got to flag them.
I have no idea what the crown next to the wrench is.
Yes, this was discovered on let's see, the chart show from Wednesday. Gareth, a lot of people were saying that why is there a crown? Apparently, you guys are top fans. That's what that means.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, look at
that's
that.
good.
Eh?
I mean, I didn't know that, but that's what happens. You didn't have to do anything to do it. You didn't have to pay for anything. Nothing's going on. It's just apparently something new YouTube is doing, and they'll probably drop it like a bad habit because nobody gives a shit.
Right, right.
Seriously, do you give a shit? I don't give a shit. Like,
I mean,
why?
no,
No, I mean,
no, not really.
yeah, it's like I don't.
Try
I don't
not to
care.
be, try not to be negative, but I mean, nah,
Yeah, I don't care. It's like, hey, YouTube, if you want to do anybody any favors, how about you start showing my subscribers my videos, right? I'm sure you can attest to this as well, Rob, and
yes, I can
Professor
attest
out
to
there,
this
and everybody,
because
Larry, and everybody who has content that they want to share to the world, which is the point of this format. Yet YouTube decides to bury us beneath a bunch of weird stuff.
it's pretty funny, eh? Like, that's exactly what people use YouTube for, but you have a hard
Yes.
time getting it done.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's like, okay, this is what it's for, right? It's like, oh, it's like we have cell phones, but the last thing we use them for are telephones. Isn't it weird? Like, I
That's
just
true.
don't get
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think of it that way. That's right.
how like the purpose of something just completely goes under the rug eventually, and I don't understand why.
I find that funny now because nowadays it's like with texting and messages and all that stuff. Like, I don't answer the
Mhm.
phone. Like, people call me. I'm like, what are you doing calling me? I'm not answering the phone, man.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, I
want to
don't
talk.
get it.
Are you
Like
kidding me?
what is this? I mean, anybody that calls me, it's a scam. Like it's always a telemarketer. It's a scam. Most of the time, my phone tells me that. It says scam likely. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most of the time, my phone rings. It's a scam. It's likely spam, and then the other time, it's somebody like dialed me with their in their pocket,
Mhm.
dialed me or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, there was one night I got this pocket dial. Well, it wasn't a pocket dial. It was somebody was the wrong number. It was probably about 10 or so years ago. But it was one night I was out having a nice boozer, and I was coming home late at night, and I realized like, oh, I have a voice message. And it was a missed call. I didn't recognize the call, but it was a voice message, and it was like this old lady, and she was saying, "Hi, Albert. I just haven't heard from you from a while. Just making sure you're okay." And all this, I was like, well, that's clearly a wrong number. But you know what? It really got to me. It got to me all night. I had trouble sleeping that night. Well, I didn't really because I was really drunk, so I passed right out. But the morning I woke up, I was like, yeah, this message, I gotta set this straight. This lady has been clearly calling my number, thinking it was this Albert's character's number, and not getting any response. Now she's really worried about this dude. Could be her son, could be her brother, who knows? So I was like, so I called her back and I said, hello, ma'am. Just want to let you know this is not the number you're trying to reach. So whatever problem you have, it's not going to be solved here. And she's like,
Yeah,
oh, thank you so much. I got the numbers reversed. I'm sorry. So I really want to think, I haven't heard from her since. So I really want to think that helped. And I helped this old lady figure out how to talk to her son again or her brother, whoever it was. Because if I didn't
well,
do that, she'd still be calling the number, or she would think her brother or son was dead somewhere in the gutter, or for whatever reason.
I think what
Yeah.
really happened was that what you did was you gave this lady a little bit of faith in humanity because she was a dummy, and she messed up 2 numbers, and then she realized it, and she fixed her problem.
Yeah.
So, well, when you calling her back and letting her know that,
Yeah.
gave faith in humanity again, thinking, there are people who give a shit in the world.
Well, there are more than you think, though. I want everybody to realize that now. You should have faith in humanity, even though it's very thin. But
It's hard sometimes. It's hard, but there are some good people in the world.
Yeah, so I want to think I helped.
And we got off track for a second because I wanted to.
We did.
We were talking about
oh man,
faith in humanity. What kind of pizza topping is that?
Well, it's the kind that the Ninja Turtles asked for. I'll take a
Hold on,
large.
I think I saw something pass here. I gotta take a look here before we get too far over. Where did the professor go? Where is he? I'm also getting XP, so I am leveling up whilst watching you find duo of VHS connoisseurs.
Yeah. Everybody's getting experience points for this, and all I can say is you're welcome. I guess I don't know. I have nothing to do with it. Neither does Rob.
Professor knew Grandpa Munster would give a bat score on the back of those.
Yeah.
Well, Professor, excuse the shit out of me.
Uh-huh.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
What else did I want to address?
Well, they call him the professor for a reason, Rob.
Okay. They don't call me professor or anything, so it's that makes sense.
Maybe
it's different, but yeah. How about Captain gets live notified of when I am live?
Oh yeah, good luck with that, Crusher. I would love for that to happen. Every time it does, your stream's already over. I'm like, oh wow, I can probably catch it. Oh no, it's over.
Yeah, we'll file that in the same file with the faith in humanity conversation.
Yeah, very seldom. I do get them, Crusher, like I've said, and I do watch them, but it's like I can't really comment on anything live because it's not live anymore. So
that's what happens when it's in the past.
Yeah, at least I'm getting them now. It used to before I wasn't getting any notifications from you. So yeah, YouTube's kind of coming around.
So what I wanted to say was we were talking about the algorithm and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I am super anxious to watch a video that we have set up.
Okay.
Do you have a certain time when you want to present this video?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's a good segue. No, I mean, I guess now it's good. I mean, since it is in July 4th, Independence Day, and I was trying to play this on the happy hour, but apparently the file did not import to my laptop, so I could not share it to the 3 people that were watching currently at that time on the happy hour. So I guess it was a blessing in disguise. But Rob was kind enough to allow me to show this on Friday Night Tape Talk. It's a past adventure from 3 years ago, I believe it was, a July 4th special I did on my channel, or this channel, if you're watching on my channel. Just a little introduction to the adventure of, it was called Welcome to Earth, the Independence Day special, which was an adventure all about alien invasion movies and how the movie Independence Day sort of made alien invasion films synonymous with the 4th of July. And I might have been taking a lot of liberties with that, but really it was just an excuse to talk about alien invasion films. I thought it was a good opener. So yes, this video is Little Creep in Little Creep in myself and VC Arnold and Paul the Skull and our encounter with Baylock and how it started off as an Independence Day documentary, but somehow became a Star Trek parody. It's great. I'm a fan of this. If I may toot my own horn, and Rob's nice enough to show this excerpt from that adventure. It's not the whole adventure, just the first part. So
I love this video. I watched it. I watched it then, and I watched it many times since then. And I'm anxious to watch it now because it's awesome.
Oh,
and I always say these things, so I'm happy to present this. So everybody, pay attention and have a good time.
Thanks, Rob.
Here we go.
All right, there we go. What do you think, Paul the Skull?
Looks good, I guess, but you look like the Macho Man.
Getting everything ready for the 4th of July. Everything's gotta be just right. Dig it!
Oh, I don't know why I even talk to you.
Ahoy there, mates. I'm just getting the old VHS pirate ship ready for my 4th of July extravaganza. It's gonna be stars and stripes all day long.
Don't you think it's all a bit much, even for you?
A bit much? This is America. where a bit much is never enough.
Yes, but aren't we in international waters?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm still celebrating the birth of the good old US of A.
Oh, so you're celebrating abroad?
I celebrate lots of broads. Ayo!
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Well, maybe the hat is a bit much.
And the glasses.
And the glasses. Now, where is Little Creep?
Greetings.
Hey, Little Creep, you made it.
Sure, I wouldn't miss your 4th of July party for the world.
Thanks, buddy. Say, you sure do look festive.
Of course, I just love the 4th of July.
You do? Well, I never would have guessed.
Hey, I may be an interdimensional spooky mystical being, but I'm not a commie.
Yeah. You know, folks, 4th of July is a very special time of year. Fireworks, cookouts.
Ooh, don't forget potato salad.
Yes, potato salad. And it's all to celebrate the birth of the United States of America. But it almost wasn't.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, not too long ago, the 4th of July almost ceased to exist. And not just America, but the entire world depended upon Will Smith to save the 4th of July.
Huh? What?
Maybe I'm not explaining it well enough. I know who could help. Hey, VC Arnold. I am VC Arnold. I am standing by to answer your questions, regardless of how stupid and ridiculous they are. What can you tell us about the 4th of July that almost wasn't? On July 4th, 1996, planet Earth came under attack by invading aliens. Due to a counterattack utilizing the combined efforts of Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum, and Bill Pullman, the attack was thwarted and July 4th was saved.
Huh.
Totally happened. Really did.
Intriguing.
That day will be recorded in history and subsequently make alien invasion movies synonymous with the 4th of July.
I'm afraid I still don't fully understand. Was it Bill Pullman or Bill Paxton?
Well,
Yeah, I get that mixed up all the time.
hey VC Arnold, could you give us an adventure that explains this very topic?
Lady.
All right, this ought to help, Little Creep.
Oh, goody. This'll be fun.
Okay, mates, let's go on an alien invasion adventure and take a look at the movie that did indeed make the concept synonymous with the 4th of July, and the movie whose VHS slowly became the world's most commonly found thrift store find. Let's take a look.
Attention, crew of the VHS pirate ship. Your vessel is now mine.
Friend of yours?
Me? I thought you knew him. Silence. I am Baylock, commander of the Posterius. Wow, it's an alien. Yes, I am what you would call an alien. I have captured your vessel. Escape is impossible. Wow, this is a pretty severe situation.
Yeah, seems pretty serious.
Silence! Your Earth wit will not save you. Escape is impossible, as I have said before.
What do you want?
Your presence is demanded upon my ship. If you do not comply,
Yes, lady,
your
very
vessel
important.
and your crew will be destroyed.
Oh man, I can't. I just got the grill all fired up and the coals are just right.
And what about the potato salad?
And Little Creep wants potato salad?
Silence! You will comply or be destroyed.
All right. I'll make first contact with alien life and save the crew of my ship. Big deal. Are you happy?
Yeah, what a total drama queen.
Yeah.
Prepare to beam aboard. How do we prepare for that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how not to.
Boom. That's how.
Finally. Oh.
Like the whole time.
Holy shit.
Whoa. Wow, this must be the Posterius.
Sure. Looks like a spaceship to me.
Hey, look.
It's a picture of Baylock.
And it's a camcorder?
Employee of the month.
I guess they have a low budget too.
Yeah. Man, this is weird stuff. You know, I think we've been had.
Yeah, this is starting to seem like an episode of The Funky Phantom.
What obscure reference? I'm Baylock. Welcome aboard. Hello, friends. Welcome to my ship.
Oh my God.
Be comfortable.
You're Baylock?
I know.
I forgot about that.
A
Holy
thousand
shit.
questions. But first, some refreshments. I'm all out of Tranya, but how about some Diet Lemon Lime Soda? I hope you relish it as much as I. No thank you. You'll have to forgive us if we're kind of freaked out.
Yeah, we thought you were a terrifying alien warlord.
Yeah. Forgive my ruse. I used that to frighten you and get your attention. If it were me as I am, would you have listened? Probably not. I mean, you look like a toe. What?
You just have no couth at all, do you?
What? I mean, come on. Some people like toes. Oh, Captain, you and your tiny skeleton friend are most amusing, and that is precisely why I invited you upon my ship. On my planet, your show is very popular, and I simply had to meet you.
Of course.
Gosh. Well, it's always nice to meet a fan.
You know, I have a lot of questions here.
You mean like how this is supposed to be an episode about Independence Day, and yet we're doing a pretty obvious Star Trek reference?
Yes, among others.
I would be honored if you were to watch your new adventure with me here on my ship. Well, I don't see why not. Do you, little creep?
Can I have potato salad?
Sure. Well, mates, looks like we're hanging out at Baylock's. Enjoy today's adventure. Happy July 4th and happy birthday, America. Yo ho ho.
Time for the show.
Yar.
Yar.
Oh, we lost the feed.
We lost the feed. That was awesome, man.
Well, Rob, thank you very much for showing that. Like I said, I really wanted to show that on my show earlier, but it just wasn't happening. I didn't. The file didn't download, export to this laptop. So I'm glad you did that. Thank you.
You can definitely see what inspired some of my videos.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Well,
you,
I mean, look,
you have your own ideas. You know, you
and I know, but I mean, it's like seeing that. Obviously, I told you this. Like once I found you and Mikey and Gareth and shit, that got me like the confidence. Well, not confidence, but the idea and the confidence to do this thing. And then I started doing like skit shows and all that shit because I love that, man. With the professor, I saw Professor's channel and all his little skits he was doing and shit. And I said, this is awesome. I love this shit. So
yeah, it's fun, man. It's a great time. Well, I'm glad you were inspired by it, and I'm very glad you found me because of that stuff. And it's a lot of fun. And that's everybody should check out the Star Trek episode. I don't remember what it's called, but if you look up Baylock Star Trek, the original Star Trek, that's what that whole is spoofing, and it's actually what's his name? Something Howard. It's Ron Howard's brother.
It's Clint Howard, yeah,
Clint Howard. That's right, and that's it's that's what that's spoofing. And of course, just go to my channel or this channel if you're watching via my channel, and you can look up. You can find the full video.
The full video is well done, as you can see, and entertaining.
Well, thanks, Rob.
Do yourself a favor and have a good Friday night. That's a big rabbit hole. You jump on the captain's channel and you start watching video after video, and then you'll be lost for 3 weeks in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have a lot of stuff up there. That was, like I said, that video was, I guess, 3 years ago now. It's to be the third year, the 3-year anniversary for that video. So yeah, that's on there. It's on if you want to, just type in Independence Day special or go to my playlist. I'd like the holiday. I have a holiday specials playlist. It's in there. It's easy to find. You can find it. But yeah, just look for the picture of me hanging out with Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith. right
There
there,
you go.
the thumbnail. That's what it is.
Yeah, love that shit, man. Good stuff.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you for letting me showing that here on the show.
Well, thank you for letting me play it.
Yeah.
I would play more of your stuff. I would play all your stuff on the show if I
Yeah.
could, but anyway.
Larry asked about Little Creek's potato salad. He did eventually get it later on in the episode. Everything turned out okay. We ended up having a July 4th party on Blaylock's ship. He did get it. Yeah,
He did get a salad.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, you and Professor should collab. Yeah, don't we wish?
Mm.
I have plans with. Well, I got plans. I have Professor and I spoke about doing some things there. I just got to get around to it because it's time consuming and it's hard to get around this shit.
Oh, time is
Sometimes.
of the essence, as they say. It's hard to find time to do this stuff.
I have to. I have priorities first. I got to get other things done, and then once I have free time, I have some an idea for a little thing that Professor and I and anybody else I can get involved into it. We're going to do so there.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. And Professor, yes, I was enjoying your Trauma Week videos as well this past week. I believe it was. I was enjoying all of that.
I did not get to. I've seen one or two of them, but I was like, while I was away, I didn't have time to watch videos. I was mostly stuffing my face full of food and drinking alcohol, and being bloated and sleeping and sweating and
wow,
it was rough.
Wow, that sounds like one of the levels of hell. Like
It was a heat wave, man. It felt like hell.
The gluttony level of hell.
I decided to stay with a friend of mine who doesn't have AC during a heat wave, and it was the worst mistake of my life.
I think that's you should have called the cops on him. Like, why are you not having AC? This is 2025. Why don't you have AC?
He thinks he's a tough guy. He likes it like that. He doesn't want to.
Okay, whatever. Meanwhile,
he's a naturalist and a nihilist.
Yeah, when everything in your house is sweating because of the humidity level, when your books are sweating, it's time to get air conditioning.
Well, those books were sweating. Believe me, everything was sweating over
there. That's when I don't go to your house. If you don't have air conditioning. Ridiculous.
Yeah. So
Lady asked a pretty good question there about potato salad.
I love boiled eggs.
I do too. Yeah, I like them in potato salad. I like mustard style potato salad, as they say. I like Amish style potato salad. I like potato salad. I
like all those things.
Yeah.
I like boiled eggs, pickled eggs. I like eggs always. I like potato salad always. So
yeah. So you like all eggs and forever.
And he's like, during the heat wave, he's like, "Yeah, it's just going to be a week or so. Then it's going to, it'll be back to normal." I said, "Yeah, but normal is still hot. It's summertime, man. What are you talking
get air
about?
Conditioning, you fucking savage.
What's wrong with you?
You get used to having no company."
Oh my god! But I'm very grateful for letting him hang out there. He fed me well, and we had a good time. And I was allowed to enter the Delta House as a pledge. And
that was the place. He doesn't have air conditioning in that place.
Oh,
what a schmuck! What a total.
It's a real Delta frat house, man. There ain't no air conditioning in there.
Okay, whatever.
If there was air conditioning there, someone would have poured beer in it or something.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
Oh,
hey, look, the monkey's checking in. It sounds farty. You're absolutely right about that. Talking about hard-boiled eggs and potato salad. Yeah, that's nothing but farts. Butt farts.
Did I miss that? Where did I see that?
Yeah.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Sounds farty. Yes. Well, it was very farty. I don't know if you're talking about the eggs or my little vacation, because both of those things were.
Yeah, I would say maybe that can go. You could be referring to both things.
Very nice. Egg omelet is very nice. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Very nice.
Yes. Mummy and the Monkey, I'm glad you guys are back. I did catch your podcast the other night when your alter egos. I think it's Living and Scream. I think it's called.
Yes.
But I tuned in right at the end, so I didn't bother saying hi. I was like, oh, they're closing up shop. What? I'm not going to say anything. It was right at the end too. Like, damn it.
I'm glad you brought that up, because if you guys don't see me in the Live in the Scream podcast, is because I have a hard time disconnecting as a fan from the characters that I enjoy.
Oh well, yeah, well, it's just
what I mean.
That's all what it's.
I often don't like to see characters that I like, not the characters. Like my man Professor, man. Like I don't want to see him not Professor.
Yeah, well, it's like if he were ever to demask, it would be like Rey Mysterio Jr. taking his
Yeah,
mask
that's what
off.
I'm saying. You don't want to see that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
And
like
I've seen
that's.
it, and I don't. I keep it blocked.
Wait,
I
you've
don't.
seen Professor Macabre without a mask on?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but
I'm oddly jealous. I
I
really
think that
am.
I'm going to say that I have, and
Hmm.
if I have to retract that later,
We can edit this later. Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, we can edit this later.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know. I mean, I'm a grown ass man. Obviously, I can.
yeah.
I don't know. I like to keep the magic where it is. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I don't like knowing how the sausage is made. Like, even though I do know, like, I know a lot of stuff now, and I wish I didn't really, but it's like I
I'm
do
saying,
know, and you can't go back on that. All you have to do is sort of pretend you still have the magic. You know what I mean?
like
Uh,
like Adam Wright just said, nobody wants to see Elvira on Laundry Day.
exactly. That's basically it. And that's like, I've met a lot of magicians, and they're like, "Hey, I'm a magician." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." I said, first and foremost, I'm not going to ask you how tricks are done because I don't want to know. I already know too much stuff. I don't want to know how certain tricks are done. I want to preserve the magic. But Mummy and the Monkey, I should say, when you aren't in character, when you're being Clark Kent there, it's almost like you're two sets of different people. Like, it's like I can't believe it's very, very believable that
Yes.
when you're the Mummy and the Monkey, when you're and then when you're you guys, it's like it's very believable. It's like, yeah, so you guys did a really good, you do a good job on the
I'll,
kayfabing.
I'll pull
Yeah.
my socks up and get over it, and eventually, I'll watch it. But I mean, I've
Well,
been in there a couple times, but I tend to not want to.
I know what you mean. It's like I don't know. It's like I prefer to.
You're a handsome man. Okay, has nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
You're a handsome man.
Yes. Lady, I am comparing Professor to sausage because I love both things. I love Professor and I love sausage.
What's going on here,
Mm-hmm.
lady? Are you act like you have never been here before? What's going on? What's going on here?
Yeah. What? Yeah. What? I mean, what's going on here? I mean, I love Professor Sausage.
You know what show you're on,
Yeah.
or at? I mean,
Yeah. His big chorizo.
yeah. Salacious.
Of course it does. It's salacious and delicious.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Sure it would. Sure it would.
Sure would. Sure you would. Sure you would.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
of course it would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, one day we're going to get to a tape off.
I don't know, one day, but it is not this day.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, where's your keystones? You got your keystones flowing, or what's the deal?
I do.
Well, that's getting clipped.
Did you see that? See that ultimate brow control?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
Hey. Yes. So before we get moving on there, let me show you what else I found in.
Hold on. Larry just chimed in on something very important.
Fart noise. Yeah, I like butt stuff. Yeah. It's one of my favorite clips. I like fart noise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think farts are funny?
Yep.
But they're lowest form of comedy.
Well, I don't know about that.
Guess what, Captain?
What?
Anyway, yeah. So in Montreal, I found a cassette tape, and as you know, I collect movie soundtracks.
Sure you would.
Tapes. Sure I would. And this is not a soundtrack. I guess it's just one of their tapes, but it's Cheech and Chong, "Get Out of My Room."
Oh yeah, that was one of their albums, I believe. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I picked that one up.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good find.
Yeah, I think it was $4 maybe or something like that.
Yeah.
Cheech and Chongy. And I found "Eye of the Tiger" by Survivor, featuring "Eye of the Tiger," the theme from Rocky 3.
Was that a single?
Yeah. Well, no, there's more. I guess it must be the album because there's a bunch of songs on the back. But
okay.
The cover of it looks like it's only a single. That's what I thought it was when I picked it up.
Wow. And you found those in a thrift shop?
This one I found these two these two I found in like an old record store.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, man, yeah, I talk about VHS being rare in thrift stores. Audio cassettes, excuse me, audio cassettes are even more rare. I mean, if you
And
found those, oh my goodness.
this was my favorite find of the whole trip. And I found this at like a bookstore,
Okay.
and it is the soundtrack for The Great Outdoors.
Oh, wow, dude.
Yeah, man,
That's good. That's
I
good
love that
stuff right
movie.
there.
And
Yeah.
when I saw this, I was like, man,
Yeah.
I was looking
Yeah.
for some. I was trying to find out like a Grail tape, like the Goonies or Lost Boys or
No,
something
you know
crazy
what?
like that. But
Speaking of that, dude, I did once, many years ago, many moons ago, I did find the Lost Boys soundtrack all cassette in a thrift store for a quarter. One of my, to this day, one of my greatest thrift store finds.
Great Outdoors.
With Great Outdoors on cassette, that's awesome. That's great, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did find at the flea market that I now vend at. I think it was like maybe last year or something like that. I found Back to the Future.
Yeah, on cassette, huh?
On
I had
audio
that.
cassette.
I had
$2.
that. I had that as a kid. I love that soundtrack because there's like a bunch of songs you don't really realize are in the film, but they're in there. But they're just very,
Yeah,
very
it's a great
subtle. They're
tape.
very in the background. Like Time Bomb Town. That's a pretty good song. And
It's a great tape. The Back to the Future tape. So I do collect. I try to collect only soundtracks, but obviously, you come across some pretty cool audio, tapes. I got like
yeah, yeah,
almost all of Weird Al's tapes down there.
sure, yeah,
And
yeah.
so I got a bunch of like Halloween scary sounds and effect
That's
tapes.
that shit's gold, man.
I got
Yeah,
a bunch of those down there. I got
yeah,
Christmas tapes. I got Ren and Stimpy Christmas. I got Smurfs Christmas. I got a bunch of
yeah.
different Christmases like that.
Mm.
So the Cheech and Chong and the I'll put with those, and I guess the Eye of the Tiger, and this will definitely go with the soundtrack. So there you go.
Mm. Do you have a functioning tape deck, Rob?
I do. Yes, I do. I
Yeah,
do. Yes, yes.
yeah.
I
Do too. I
have
actually
I have one. You can't really see it in that camera, but there is one
mm.
just over there on the shelf over there. I
I kind
also
of see
have
it. I sort of see it.
I also have a tape functioning tape deck in my Omnibot over here. And then
Perfect.
I have another functioning tape deck in my Omnibot over there.
Mhm.
Underneath my audio center over here, I have a Kenwood double tape deck hooked up to my system over here.
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying the answer is yes, I do have a functioning tape
So the
deck.
answer is yes, yes. I have a
Okay.
tape deck. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
just making sure. That's all we needed. Thanks, buddy. I'm just kidding. So you have
Not
four
only, not
functioning
only
tape
will I
decks.
not only will I join you,
I,
yeah, yes, I'll join you. I'll join you.
yeah, yes, I'll do that for you.
I'll
You know,
do
it
that.
would be
I'll do that
fun.
for you.
I always wanted to get a working Teddy Ruxpin and play Megadeth "Rust in Peace" in it. Like that'd be awesome because he would sing it. He'd be,
His eyes would move and his mouth would
yeah,
move to it.
because it worked for any tape. That's what it was fun about those.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
fun to hear him say, "I spread disease like a dog."
yeah.
You know,
He sells a huge band.
discharge my payload a mile high, right near a death.
I'll be careful. Be careful. We might get a copyright on that.
Uh oh. So yeah,
Oh man. All right. Well, before we go any further,
that's what we found in Montreal.
I got to. Do they really call it Montreal? They don't call it Montreal.
No, the
Or is that?
Frenchmen call it Montreal.
Oh, okay. I know
Everybody
the
else
French.
in the world calls it Montreal, but
But you know what? I don't know much French, but I know the French for yes is oui, and it's also for
pee-pee.
take a pee pee. So I got to
Yeah.
take a wee wee. I got to take a wee wee off the
I knew you
shippy.
were leading up to that. So
It's July 4th. I've been in them all day, so
in French,
I'm
you'd
very.
say in French, you'd say you want to go pisser.
I go to say, mon Dieu, like I said. Yeah, I'm very well hydrated. I've been drinking some beers today with waters in between.
Sure, you would.
Yeah, and I had a lot of watermelon today, and
Sure you
so
would.
I'm very quenched. And I'll be right back, folks.
Sure.
Talk about yourselves.
I'll be waiting here for you.
Okay, good.
Well, I knew that was coming. Teddy Rockspin. Yeah. Hello, me. Meet the real me. Ba-dum-bum. Captain has to drain the main vein. That's truer words have never been spoken. So, how's let's try that again. How's everybody doing out there? You missed me last week. I knew you did. I got a lot of emails and fan mail, letters written to my house, and no, I didn't. But it would have been nice if I did. Just saying. I'm thirsty, man. You know what? I try not to work hard, but I got sore shoulders today. Push it to the limit. I took it to the limit today. Well, not really the limit, but I took it farther than I usually do. Thank you, Lay-Day. Thank you. I missed you guys too. Believe me, I missed being. I had a good time, but man, I have central air in my store, so I'm quite comfortable in here, and not used to sleeping like that. But I got smart, and I didn't. The first night was rough because I didn't listen. I slept upstairs where it was warm. I was instructed I should sleep downstairs where in the basement where it was cool, where there was a fan apparently, and I was like, I drank, and there was a fan upstairs, and I was already on the sofa, so I said, I'll stay here. But holy shit, it was bad. But the following nights, I went downstairs into the basement, and I set up shop down there, and then the next night I slept 11 and a half hours. I went to bed at 9:30 at night and got up at 9 in the morning. Woo. Yeah. So I was close to the. I mean, I could have stayed at other places, but I stayed there for reasons. I thought I'd tough it out, but like I said, once I got it figured out down in the basement, it was cool. It was nice. With the fan in the basement, I forgot my fan on my truck when I got dropped off, and I had to get it for the second night. So, anyways, we worked it out, and it was after that it was okay. But by that time, I had already been, it already set into me, and I was already like zombified, and then the alcohol just kept coming, and it was like gin and tonics and Caesars and berry blasts and scotch and beers and oh, but that's what you do when you're on vacation and you're trying to have fun, right? It was hot. It was a heat wave. I had to stay hydrated. So, RoboCop 3 or Terminator 3? If you had to watch RoboCop 3 all day long, people keep saying this. I love RoboCop 1, 2, 3. One of my favorite trilogies. I say it all the time. Terminator 3, not the best Terminator, but great thing. And the crane scene is an awesome scene.
One of the best scenes of that film. Also, when they're coming out of the mortuary or the graveyard with the coffin full of guns and John Connor's in there. It's a great scene. Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. That's that. Mm-hmm. I was just getting everybody the 411 on the situation in Montreal and on my little vacation and stuff.
Giving them the info, huh?
Yeah, the heat wave. Of course, it had to be a heat wave when I go. I'm doing this kind of thing. It's like,
I mean, would you have it any other way? I mean,
it's 1 week in all the summer. Wow, being heat wave.
Leave it to you to pick the most inconvenient time to go to Montreal. Yeah,
Professor, you crafty bastard, you. He's like. He says, stupid heat wave. I hate it. I hate it as much as I hate Tom Green, which makes me mad. And then he says, and Rob hates James Caan.
Yep. Well, I'm glad we have this.
Makes me not say nothing.
This ongoing joke on the show about that, about his hate for Tom Green, your hate for James Caan, and I'm just glad people were really picking up on that.
Yeah, well, something. If he would just pick somebody else, we can just agree, and then everything we could squash it. And
I think Lay-Day, however, does have the right idea. Okay, it's a lot of hate.
A lot of hate. It is a lot of hate. I agree. A lot of hate's not good, but
no.
Lay-Day, you got to hate something sometimes. That's all I'm saying. Not everything, but Sometimes you got to make a stand.
Take a stand.
Take a stand
I take a
against
stand.
Khan.
Yeah.
Damn you, Khan!
God.
Khan! I watched Fanboys. I love that movie.
Mm,
I watched it again, like for the 25th time or something.
uh,
Seth
well,
Rogen.
well, that's where you lose me. That's my thing. I hate Seth Rogen. Yeah, I hate him. I don't hate him. I don't like him. I don't like him very much. Crusher, great question. RoboCop 3 or Terminator
Canadian,
3?
right?
What?
He's Canadian, right?
Well, that's fine. I like a lot of Canadians. I like you.
There's a lot of hating on Canadian. Tom Green and Seth Rogen now.
Mhm.
Next thing you know, I'm going to hear someone hates Jim Carrey.
No, I like Jim Carrey. Not in Batman Forever. I don't like him in
Lady hates the government.
2.
That doesn't count. Everybody hates the government, Lady.
Yeah, that's universal.
Yeah. If everybody hates the government, does anybody really hate the government? You know, it's one of those things.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of a conundrum, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the Questioner he asked about Terminator 3 or RoboCop 3. Terminator 3 all day long. Okay, I know you like RoboCop 3. Terminator 3 is like Taxi Driver compared to RoboCop 3.
Okay, you know what? Hold on, before you make too much fun of me. I'm about to agree with you.
I'm sorry. I went overboard. I know.
Because I do like RoboCop 3, and I like RoboCop 3, and obviously some of it is because it's attached to 1 and 2, which is, I guess, some reason why people like Terminator 3. But
no, the thing is, RoboCop 3 is not
standalone
attached
movie.
to
As a standalone movie, I can see where somebody might enjoy Terminator 3 better than RoboCop 3. So I'm not gonna bust your balls too bad for that.
No, the thing is, man, no. RoboCop 3 is not attached to RoboCop 1 or 2. Like, RoboCop 3 is, like, so different than the other two. It's, like, kind of ridiculous. Like, the only thing that's similar is the fact that RoboCop's in it.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. It's piggybacking off of 1 and 2. Like, you love 1 and 2 so much, then you have to love 3, and it's got a jetpack in it. So it goes together. You know what I mean?
Well, if you watch the first one, you watch the second one, then you watch the third one, you're like, okay, what happened? Like, what's going on here? Like, suddenly RoboCop's a family-friendly franchise.
Well, I mean, listen. Sometimes they got to do what they got to do to get it done. It's
either that
or the movie not exist.
If that's the case, don't do it at all. Believe me, RoboCop wasn't going to be hurting from that. Yeah.
Well, I happen to enjoy watching 3 RoboCops.
Well, that's fine, dude.
Yes, RoboCop flying. Hell no, he says. What are you talking about? Anything with a jetpack is cool as shit.
It's fine. I mean, if you like it, that's fine. We're not. You know, we're not saying that. We're just saying, hey, I just think it's rubbish. I saw it in the theater.
Oh, you're attacking Tom Green, Seth Rogen, RoboCop 3.
Hey, I'm not attacking Tom Green. I have no problem with Tom Green.
I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. Ob, pass me that sword.
Don't put that evil on me.
He's charging.
Ricky Robbie.
The Terminatrix inflating her boobies to charm the cop.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. You know,
it's kind of funny. Yes, it's hilarious.
It is. Sure.
I couldn't even read it without laughing.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of funny. That's what they would do. They know human behavior. Yeah. They study human behavior, so that she would know what to do. So, yeah.
See, I'm going to say they're equally, well, I mean, anyways.
Whatever happened to her?
I don't know.
What was that actress's name who played her? Or
No clue.
rather, I guess. No clue. What was her name?
Professor knows.
Yeah.
Would have 100% worked on me. Come on, Professor.
She was in something else.
I know you know her name, Professor.
She was kind of like she was pretty hot for a while, basically because of T3, but then that sort of like phased off real quick. Oh yeah, Christina Loken. Thank you, Monique. Yeah, Christina Loken. Yeah.
Christina. I don't know. I don't that name. I've never read that name before. Does not sound familiar to me in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, Christania Loken.
I don't know. I don't. It doesn't ring a bell.
Blood Rain. Yeah, she was in Blood Rain. That's right. Because she was like it was like sort of she was pretty popular there for a little bit, but then
your professor knew. Sort
of fell off.
I know my professor, man.
Yeah. We all know Professor. Oh, yeah. We know what he likes.
Well, yes. So, what? Just look at this guy operating his glasses
Yep.
with his facial movements.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
That's
doing
what you get for having a caveman-like brow.
Did you have any barbecue or any kind of celebratory scoffage today?
Yeah, I just had the what's the word I'm looking for? The standard, I guess you could say, the standard burgers and dogs.
Okay. Burgers and dogs.
Burgers and
I like
dogs.
myself
She
burgers
don't
and
grill
dogs.
nothing but burgers and dogs.
Professor knows
Yeah,
his boobies. He knows his boobies. Oh,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, this thing's breaking my ass.
Man, you gotta get a new stool, bro.
I know, man. Woo! I need
Yeah,
donations. Any sponsors who want to sponsor Rob's Vintage Video Store, email me.
Yeah.
Get me a new stool. One that doesn't put a crack in my ass. I had to go to the doctor. He says, you got a crack in your ass. I said, I don't know. It's from a stool.
Okay. So everybody, email your donations to Rob and help him push in his stool.
No, not you guys. I need a corporate sponsor over here.
Oh, we need a corporate sponsor. Yeah, we need some kind of stool company.
Cop 3 was directed by Fred Decker, one of them. Is that what it says? Yeah, of Monster Squad and Night of the Creeps. So I have a soft spot for it.
Yeah, well, they're not all winners. Nobody makes gold all the time. I would say you couldn't tell via RoboCop 3. I really don't like RoboCop 3 at all.
You hate on
I
it, man.
think it's an Ocean video game brought to life, which is interesting because
man.
Ocean did the video game for RoboCop 3.
I'm going to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. But that is interesting, Adam. I didn't know that the same director did those other films as well.
I didn't either, but I'm going to watch it tomorrow just in your honor. I'm even going to make a post about it.
Well, I do know that like the producers and everything, they were on everybody for trying to make RoboCop more family friendly ever since RoboCop 2, as we discussed on the show a while back. But those plans fell through, so RoboCop 2 became the madness and mayhem that it was, and RoboCop 3 essentially was going to be RoboCop. Well, essentially is what RoboCop 2 was supposed to be. So that's interesting enough. But yeah.
At least it was made,
Yeah, at least it was made. Exactly right. Yeah.
We've not had it, which would have been shitty. Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh.
So, what do you feel like doing?
Hanging my hog. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Hanging a hog? What the hell? Jesus.
Not a hog. My hog.
Oh, your hog. I was thinking.
Something tells me there's some gimmick that this show has that maybe the good people out there have tuned in to see. I don't know what it is. What is it, Rob?
I don't know. I was thinking something along the lines of a.
Man, I'm glad you got that cue. I'm so glad that worked. I was really hoping you were picking up what I was laying down there.
I was all on my way there before you started bringing it up. I was just about to be.
We are.
Oh, yeah, well, and then
We are simpatico. Whatever.
Make it happen.
We're on the same mind here.
And in the customary of every other show, I'm going to play it twice because it's nice. Tape off hanging hogs.
Yeah, well, that's my fault. I shouldn't have said that. Well, we're sorry, Professor. Okay,
that.
We're not ASMR, so don't.
Tape off. You gotta be ready for tape off.
You gotta be ready for tape off, man. Any minute now. Any minute now, Rob. What
Yep.
can happen? What can happen on the show? Any minute now. What can happen?
See, what? Now I'm gonna go back here and set it all up. Tape off! Yeah! Tape off! Tape off! Tape off! Tape off! Tape off!
See, that's what happens. Any minute now.
That's right. That could happen. So, Captain, you can explain what I'm doing while I shake it up.
Yes, of course. Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain is the exclusive home of the Tape Off, the game of one-upsmanship Well, Rob and I try to outmatch each other with what's in our VHS collections, readily available VHS collection, I should say, from a randomly drawn film genre, which we're getting ready to find out what it is this week for Tape Off, right here on Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
I was going to try to put some background music to it, but anyway.
Yeah, be careful with that shit, man. That could be a copyright any minute now. No music. No music.
It's made on StreamYard for that.
Yeah, right. You know how many video editors I have that say, "Oh, it's royalty free," but then I put it on a video,
royalty free.
And then the next thing I know,
you don't know what you're talking about. It's not royalty free.
Exactly.
Get a copyright that doesn't mean anything, but they want to let you know anyway.
Yeah.
You got a copyright, is it? But it doesn't mean anything, by the way. But you got a copyright.
It means something else they wouldn't tell you.
I dropped one. Hold on.
They wouldn't go to the trouble to tell you if it didn't mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't affect your channel, but you got a copyright.
Yeah. You better mind your P's and Q's, buddy.
You better watch your frickin' self.
Yeah. Because I'm like, hey man, if I'm not monetized, I'm not monetizing anybody else. You know, so fuck them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Straight up. You heard that?
Well, you want to claim your shitty ass Muzak track that was made for videos? Yeah, go whatever. Okay.
Get a life.
Yeah, get a life.
Tape War, Rob versus the Captain. Let's go.
It's not Tape War Crusher. It's Tape Off. Okay, get it right.
Yeah,
oh my God. Get with the program. Like,
right.
God.
Oh my God.
Like, totally. Like, I'm sure. Like, Tape War, I'm sure.
Like, I'm so... Okay.
Yeah. Tape War is on a different channel. Actually, I don't know about that. I don't know if Tape War's a different channel. I was just making it. What do we got, Rob? I'm sorry.
It could be. But what we do have is weird tapes.
Weird tapes.
Woo, weird tapes.
Weird tapes. Weird tapes.
Weird tapes.
Weird tapes. Weird tapes.
That's kind of like a broad.
Well,
I mean, whatever you find weird, I suppose.
I suppose it's non or uncategorizable tapes, like instructional,
weird ones,
weird documentaries,
weird ass tapes.
I guess anything. Okay, I got a couple here. That are shelf fodder. Yeah, I'm with you.
I got a section back here of weird tapes, or tapes that they don't have a category.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of, like we talked about this in the past, like separating, like if you wanted to do little mini categories within categories, you can be, you can have categories for days. So.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. We try not to split hairs very much here.
Yes, I don't like hair anyway. Especially like when I got. Oh, what's going on down here? What's happening down here? Oh, hey.
Speaking of hair, what's happening down here?
Always things falling around here.
Okay.
There are always things. Know this. There are always things falling at Rob's Vintage Video.
Okay. Especially prices at Rob's Vintage Video. We're crazy about prices.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Adam writes is my kind of tapes. Oh dear, tape off. Okay, there. Okay, Crusher got it. Tape off for Rob and the Captain. Swap faces.
No, it's not that. Okay, Professor. Don't get cheeky.
About that. That doesn't sound like a accurate description, Professor.
Besides, that was the last tape off we had with Nicolas Cage. So.
That's right. Yeah. Captain Coming to America.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. But thank you for.
He's already in America, as you can tell.
Yeah, my glasses are.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't be wearing those glasses anywhere else.
Mm-mm. Well, I wouldn't want to anyway. They're very, very inconvenient.
I'm indulging in the MGDs tonight.
Oh, interesting. The whole time it feels like I'm like spying through my blinds at you, like
you're a voyeur, eh? You're a voyeur. You're looking at you, dirty captain. You filthy cheeky monkey. You bum looker.
That would explain the erection.
I don't blame you.
That's definitely that's getting clipped.
Yeah. No, okay, tape off. Rob and the Captain fling VHS tapes at each other's head until one falls unconscious.
I don't think either of us can throw that
It's
far.
in a better direction. It's in a better direction, though. I can see where he's coming from. He's in a better direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Adam writes, yes, you will see these. I'm getting the most out of these bad boys. Yeah.
Oh, are you guys hanging out tomorrow night?
Yes.
Well, look at that, eh?
Yeah. Look at that.
And I wasn't invited.
Well, you're not invited because you live 2,000 miles away.
Hey, that's my business.
Yeah, that is your business. You know what? And it's my business to give you the business.
I don't need any business. I got enough business of my own.
You know what? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
It's a business, apparently.
Yeah, because the business.
Tape off. It's a hugathon, Lady says.
Yeah. Hugathon.
No, that will not be happening. You're going back the wrong way, Lady. Okay.
Is that like Toyotathon? Toyotathon. I can't even say that. Toyotathon. That's hard to say.
Toyotathon.
That's hard to say.
Okay, last
right.
one. Rob and the Captain tape. Take tapes off the cardboard slips. We take the cardboard slips off the tapes, Professor.
Whoa!
Holy shit. Was that a Kraken? Was there a Kraken in your ship or something?
Yes. I am. That's my Kraken, and he's getting pissed.
All right. Well, then you know what? What weird tapes you got?
You want me to start this week?
You always start. Go.
I don't always start. Don't give me that shit. You started last time. No, I don't want to do that.
July. You go ahead.
No, we gotta do it bilaterally. Bilaterally.
What do you want me to? Who started last? I don't remember who started.
You started last. I think you started last.
Okay, then start then. What are you busting my balls about?
Well, if you guys watched last week's Friday Night Tape Talk with Blank and the Captain, because Rob wasn't here, but I did show this off, and I think it's a good time to show it again. One of my more recent acquisitions, a sleeveless copy of the most brutal movie ever made, banned in 3 countries. There Goes a Tractor. The
tractor.
The unrated. You can see it's unrated. It's not rated. So it's very, very. This movie is.
There Goes a Tractor.
Not for the faint of heart.
Have you watched that?
I don't have the courage. I don't.
I don't blame you.
I don't want to watch it. That's one of the worst movies ever
I
made.
wonder if it even had a cover.
Yeah, they probably couldn't show any pictures, so they didn't even bother with a cover because it's just so brutal. There Goes a Tractor, one of the most harshest movies ever made. I think it's found footage too. I think it's a found footage film. There Goes a Tractor. Yeah, I think it's Tractor Apocalypse or something like that, or Tractor Holocaust.
The captain just let a seafaring spirit leave his body there.
Oh, it's the Blair Witch Tractor.
When you burped like that, when it sounded like there was a T-Rex behind you.
Well, there's a T-Rex inside all of us, man. We just got to remember that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so holy shit, how do I follow that up? Well, you know what? The only thing I can think of.
I don't know.
The only thing I can think of is I'm going to try to take care of that. That's a weird tape. So let us all bless this stream with the Bible.
Okay.
Double tape Bible.
Double tape. Wow, there's been so many of those. What year is that from? Does it say on the back what year it was made? There was a lot of biblical tapes like that.
This is 92.
92.
But I mean, like, who gets the Bible?
Well, you did
on VHS. Well, yeah, I did. But I mean,
most
Bibles are like with pages. No, I mean,
well, a lot of that stuff was given to or donated to church libraries, video libraries, and then whenever the church, upgraded their media, they just donated all that stuff to charity shops. That's usually how all those places get that stuff.
If anybody recognize this tape? Probably not. But
I don't. Like I said, man, there's so many live action biblical featurettes.
This particular tape happens to be a prop from my short film that I made on my channel, a VHS Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Bible that I pulled out from under my pillow when the ghost shows up.
It's a good choice. That's a good. Hey, there we go. That's a used prop there, folks. That increased the value of that.
Film, a VHS Christmas.
Yep. Yeah.
Bible.
Yeah, check. Yeah, there it is. There it is, folks. That's a used prop, which
Weird
increased
tape.
the value threefold right there. Yeah,
The Bible is something you would watch either on Easter or Christmas.
that is true. Yeah, I have before. I have it's not on VHS, but it's a very good movie. It's what the hell is it called?
The professor is right. You can perform an exorcism, pounding the demon off someone with that double tape bad boy.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
It worked for me in VHS Christmas.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, like most of that stuff they were made for churches and like they were in church libraries. And the reason why thrift stores have them is because churches obviously upgraded their media source and they said, let's get rid of all this VHS. And there you go.
I thought it'd be hilarious if somebody was like to ever be in my shop or something or anywhere around me and say, "Do you have the Bible?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I got it on VHS."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I wait for the movie to come out. I won't read the book. I wait for the movie to come out.
Sometimes I feel like I'd like to go rent a hotel and like take the Bible out of the drawer and put that instead.
Oh, the Gideon Bibles.
Yeah, you know what I mean. A Bible that comes in every drawer of a hotel room.
Oh yeah, Gideon Bible. I used to know the story behind the Gideons and why there is Bibles in every hotel or motel room. It says the Gideon Bible. I used to know that a long time ago, but I cannot remember the story. Too much LSD. Kind of one of those things wiped it out of my brain. But
that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Sure you would.
That would do it.
Yeah.
So what else you got then? What do you got after that?
Well, let's see here. I can only
now that I've exorcised the demons.
Exorcise the demons. This house is clear.
Yeah. You may proceed.
Well, I turned myself on when I did that. I didn't.
You got into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's something I found.
You pulled out the Demi Moore on that one.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm a JAG lawyer. You better straighten up, buddy. Hold on a second, guys. Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's talk about demons.
Mm-hmm.
Sure you would.
Sure you did.
This is the last...
the power of the tapes compel you.
One of the last... it's not a thrift store. It was a used bookstore. I don't know if that counts, but it was still a really cheap tape. And it was one of the last finds I did in a while. Probably last year or so, year and a half ago. Found this. The Paul Vunak. The JKD Street Fighting Series, tape number 2, Demug, Filipino Wrestling.
Filipino Wrestling? Did you say that?
Filipino Wrestling. Yep.
Street Fighting.
Yep. It's from the Progressive Fighting Systems series.
Oh, boy.
Yep. And as you can see,
that's a terrible cover. Can we take a look at that?
It's a terrible tape as well. Look at that label. And then it was handwritten there. This belonged to John Peterson from 1992. So you see right there.
No,
terrible cover, yes.
Video. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, let's see the cover of that again. This dude it says number 1. The sticker is like, I don't know, it's a dollar sticker right over his face. He looks like Tony Hawk.
He does kind of like Tony Hawk, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was Tony Hawk, man.
Not Tony Hawk. It is Paul Vignouk. Yep. Let's see. There's a little bit of description here. A man who truly understands Demug can throw a 250-pound person across the room. Understanding the body's choke points is essential for street fighting. Approximate running time, 50 minutes. So this is not even an hour long.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's a lot of fighting, though.
From PBS Video Incorporated, P.O. Box 112, Ole, Pennsylvania, 19547. So it's got the address in the back and everything, which I'm sure this company does not exist anymore at all. It probably did not exist 2 weeks after this tape was released.
Professor wants to know, will that tape help him with his kumite?
Well, no. It'll help you with your Demug, not your kumite.
It'll help you with your Demug, Professor.
But I've heard that it always helps to know like many different types of martial arts.
That's correct. Yeah. Lede wants to know. Lede says she knew John. He's a terrible person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Crusher movies and games. Street fighting, yes, street fighting. Right here on Rob's Vintage Video and with the captain on Friday Night Tape Talk, street fighting tapes. That's right.
Yeah.
You're seeing what you're seeing is correct.
Yeah, that's I haven't watched it yet, Crusher. I might fire this up sometime. But it says Street Fighting Series, so it's apparently this tape number 2 of the Street Fighting series. I don't know how many exist in this series, but needless to say, if I were to come across any more of these in this series, I would get them and certainly
And
let everybody
Captain has probably studied this tape like extensively, so
know.
adding those moves to his repertoire.
Yeah.
I mean, fighting off all those pirates and whatnot.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to be tough out here on the high seas.
You gotta know how to handle yourself. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Well, street fighting tapes. Well, I see your street fighting tapes, and I
And
counter
you'll raise me
and I will rate you.
tapes about knitting.
Well, close.
Close. That was close.
That was close. I'm going to raise you. How to build and paint military figures.
Wow. That requires a how-to video series. That's interesting. I would never would have guessed that would require such tutelage.
And it's featuring, I'm not going to read them all, but in the back you can see it's featuring a lot of things on this tape. Has a long feature list here.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Great for it's great for builders. A video workbench. The label's Video Workbench. Video Workbench presents how to build and paint military figures. Hosted by Kevin Golden. 1994.
Well, that's a great tape to have, dude. Adam Wright, which tape are you referring to? The Model Soldiers tape or the Street Fighting tape? Which tape are you referring to? He says he would have killed for that tape when he was 15. I'm guessing it could be either or at this point.
I would assume it's the Street Fighting tape. I gotta fix this again. What production? Hello. There we go.
No, I want to think it's the Military Soldiers tape. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, that would have been great, huh? Yeah.
Well, look at me. There you go. It's a little late, but I can, send you a copy of it.
Have you watched that yet? Rob?
I have not put it on yet. No.
Yeah. That'd be a cool watch along because there's no copyright on that, dude.
Yeah, probably not.
No, none.
Yeah. Video Workbench. Your how-to video guide for building scale models.
Huh.
Have you? Did you used to build models as a young captain, or?
Not as extensively, no. But I did. There was a couple I did, but nothing. Like I lost interest immediately because I have no brain, and I couldn't hold my attention. I don't have any attention span. Oh, I'm like a goldfish in a human body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What'd you say? What am I doing here?
I used to.
I eat flakes. I
did a couple models when I was like a couple car models here and there.
Yeah.
But it just took too long to get them together, and I'm like, I was like, how people today want everything fast. I was like that when I was young.
Oh, you were ahead of the curve.
Yeah, I was ahead of the curve, man. I was like, this will take too damn long. I'm gonna make something else.
He's a trendsetter.
Yeah. So, can you beat that? You think you got something better than that? Or what?
Well, let's see if I can get in the same. No, I guess the closest I got as far as instructional go is Drum Discipline Part 1.
Drum Discipline.
Drum Discipline. A Discover Drumming instructional drum video, which probably would have come in handy when I was in bands, but I didn't get this till way after the fact. Yes. Join expert teacher Dave Bedrock. Price tags there.
Bedrock. Twist.
His price tags there with his last name. Bearison. I don't know. On a tour through exciting world of drums. There's a lot of text on this video. Drum Discipline Part 1 with Dave Bedrock. Build blazing speed, power, and control. Build blazing speed, power, and control with basic drumming exercises called rudiments. Daily practice with this video will produce results in 30 days or less. Do you want to hear more about Dave Bedrock?
No,
Okay.
I was done after Twist.
Yeah. Yeah, Flams and Drags. Yeah, basically a lot of just the rudimental drum stuff on here. For more information, they do have a website on this, so this is definitely late
Oh,
90s.
okay.
www.americandrumschool.com.
Seems like it's way too much stuff for just that tape, but
Well, I'm saying, look at all this text is on the. You probably can't see it, but there's a lot of text on the back.
holy smokes.
It's like a book. Or write to P.O. Box 70215, Pasadena, California 9117. No CODs.
Nins, go upstairs, baby.
Your cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1998, American Drum School distribution. So yeah, there was probably only like a dozen of those made, so that's really cool to have. You know what I mean?
Josh says he saw something like that at the Goodwill the other day.
Oh, I'm sure there's tons of that kind of stuff out there, man. Tons of it.
Or Whiplash was a movie.
Mm.
So drums, huh? Were you in fact a drummer, Captain?
I was indeed. At least I thought I was.
I knew you were.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
People told me I was. I sat behind drums. I don't know if that counts as being a drummer. It was total rubbish.
Well, you know that song. You know the song "Jump."
Of course. Well, which one? From House of Pain, from Criss Cross, or from Van Halen?
All three.
Okay, then yes, and yes.
Yeah. Well, this is not that. This is Kurt Browning's "Jump."
Oh, okay.
And it's a Diet Coca-Cola presents Kurt Browning "Jump," and it includes exclusive interviews of the world's best figure skater.
The world's best, really? I think that sounds a little biased.
And it's Diet Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Not Coke. Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke. Sorry.
Quality video. Jump, Kurt Browning.
It's from Quality Video.
Quality video, yeah.
Yeah, usually when a company's called quality, it means the opposite.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
my discovery in any company. It doesn't matter what it is.
I don't know if that one was can beat the last one, but I found that pretty weird. Like Diet Coke.
It's weird.
That's the weirdest part for me.
Yeah, the sponsor. I know, like there's a share exercise video that's like sponsored by Equal, the fake sugar.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's interesting. And I know, like the Dragnet movie with Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks, that was like sponsored by Campbell's Soup, which is weird. If you get that tape, the original tape has a Campbell's Soup sticker on it, which is like, what? Why? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah. And I know Charlie Brown Christmas wouldn't have been distributed on VHS if it weren't for Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola sub-sponsored the distribution. But we're getting off topic here. Yeah.
Well, yeah. You know what Coke-related thing I have never, ever come across and am actively hunting for? The Coca-Cola Kid starring Eric Roberts.
Interesting. Oh, is that like Pepsi Man?
The Coca-Cola Kid. I'm going to take a look at that. I have a couple of figure skating related tapes in my collection. Magic Memories on Ice 1 and 2, and Nutcracker on Ice with Dorothy Hamill.
Might want to keep that to yourself, Josh. That's all I'm saying.
Well, he has them for a weird tape opportunity.
Well, Josh is clearly a man who just collects VHS. Doesn't matter what the hell they are. It's like, if it's VHS, that's a relic. I want it. Josh is a historian, and he should be recognized as that, and he needs to be appreciated as that. Josh, my hat's off to you. You are a great historian. So thank you for collecting the tapes that you do.
Yeah.
I'm not dissing on you or anything, Josh. I'm just saying I wouldn't go around.
What about Eric Roberts working for Coke, and he wants to break the Australian market? And what about? He wanted to break the Australian market and replace their soda with Coke. Okay.
Oh, he's working for Coke, right?
Oh, was last time we checked?
I think we've all done that once or twice. If you know what I'm
He
saying.
was getting paid in Coke.
Yeah.
Does that mean he looks like Eric Roberts looks like he might have been paid in Coke before?
Wait, what kind of Coke are we? You know what? Let's move on.
Coca-Cola. What else were we talking about?
Oh! You're right. You're right.
He looks quite hydrated.
Hydrated from. Never mind. All right.
He looks like he has diabetes. Yeah, is that better? It looks like he has diabetes.
Figure skating. Figure skating. I guess the best way I can segue into that would be monster trucks.
Oh,
Not just monster trucks, my friends. Not just monster trucks. Secrets of monster trucks. Secrets? Yeah, secrets of monster trucks.
Holy shit! I didn't even know they had secrets.
They do. They do. This is a 1991. 1991, Richard D. Company Incorporated distribution from the producer of Off-Road Wars. Distributed by Scimitar Entertainment Incorporated, Plymouth, Minnesota. Let's see, 1991. You want to know what's in this tape? I can tell you right now. You want to know? You want to know the secrets of monster trucks?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think everybody does.
Well, I can't tell you the answers, but I can give you the questions. What makes these fire-breathing, car-crushing giants come to life? What makes a monster truck jump and stop? How fast can they go? How much do the tires weigh, and how much do they cost? A lot and a lot for those last two questions. I do know that much.
Okay.
Monster Trucks answers these questions and more. Just watch.
Wow.
But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, those secrets. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of secrets, dude. A lot of secrets. And this is one of these sleeves where it's so tight to the tape, it's like welded.
It's tight like a tiger.
Tight like a tiger. Yeah, it's that. Well, they give the FBI warning right on the cassette label. Interesting. You can see it in the light. Let me try to get the light right.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. Wow, look at that.
Look at all that shit, dude. Yeah. Big disclaimer on this.
I should just write straight on it.
Yeah, just write it. Yeah, just the
whole tape. Don't fuck around. Just write that on it.
Fuck around. You fuck around. You don't get good pizza. You do fuck around, I might come to your house and break up your arm. Break off your arm. Break off your arm.
Break off your arm.
Try that again.
Break off your arm.
Take two on that.
I remember Bigfoot was huge back in the day before it was dethroned by Gravedigger. That's right. Bigfoot was the OG, the OG monster truck.
Yes, he was, man. That's what it was. Well put. Well put.
They have. I don't know if anybody is familiar with the Olympic Stadium in Montreal, but it's like just a big round circle with an open roof, and they have monster truck in there, and it's, oh my god, the sound.
Yeah.
If you don't bring like earplugs or like protect your ears in some kind of way, all you hear is like the whole time, like it's crazy, and it's smoky.
Oh yeah, I've been to a number of monster truck rallies in my day, and they were always a very loud time.
Yeah, that's
fun. Fun though. They're fun.
Yeah, they're cool, but I mean, it's like holy. You don't. I mean, unless you've been there before, you don't really realize like like how loud it is and how like. Anyway,
yeah,
monster trucks, huh? I got like blooper. I think
monster truck bloopers. Do you have a monster
truck bloopers? Yeah, I do. I got like 2 and 3. I got monster truck bloopers 2 and 3.
Adam Wright.
I'm not going to show those.
Read Adam Wright's comment. This is
waiting for one of you guys to whip out a herding what? Herding gerbils for fun? Herding gerbil for fun and profit?
Yeah, he's waiting for us to whip out a herding gerbil fun and profit videotape any second now. I wish, Adam. I wish. That's not going to happen.
I would buy that.
I don't have any of those. I don't have anything close to that. I'm sorry, Adam. We just lost a viewer.
Oh well.
He's gone.
Sorry, buddy. He wants herding. What can I do for him? What can I do for him?
Yeah, anything close to that? Anything close? I don't.
Let's see here. What is this? No, not that. That won't do. That won't do. No. No. Shit. I don't know if Adam, right? Adam, I'll probably already seen my, like, normally I would pull out like the breast examination on tape or making love. How
He
to
might
make
not
love
have.
better. I got how to make love better on tape, but I
Yeah.
shown those recently.
See, look, he left, and with that, he's out. He said he left. Yeah, we lost him. I
Maybe
think
I
it was
can use the Daytona Beat. Can I use the Daytona Beat to get him back?
the
I have
hell was that?
I have the aerobics tape by the Daytona Beat, and it's for advanced aerobics. This might pull him back in. You never know. Hold on, let me pull this over here. I don't know. This is old, man. Like, what year is this?
Is that like the?
Let me pull up my third eye for a second. Hold on here.
What was that band called? Come on, shake your body, baby, do the conga.
Yeah, that was Gloria Estefan, I think. This is the Daytona, the Daytona Beat. It's hot.
Yeah.
For advanced.
I bet you that just
aerobics.
That room just probably smelled like Fritos. I bet. Just stunk.
See, the viewers went down to, was that 9? Now it's up to 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Look. Yeah. Sex sells, baby.
Everybody likes aerobics, baby. The Daytona Beat. This is an old tape too. Check out the spine is the way the logo is. It's super old looking. But this is a good 4th of July tape because it's like these are American chicks. You know, it's all in red, white, and blue.
Yeah,
these are California girls there.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking.
You know, American brides. Star Classics, by the way. Star Classics.
Oh, really? Star Classics got into that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
Star Classics. Oh, what a zany distributor that was.
Daytona Beat. Daytona Beat, ladies and gentlemen.
Gosh, I think the closest thing I can really match to that would be Trouble in Mind. It is a educational video, instructional video about panic disorder. Apparently, this is an instructional video on how to get panic disorder.
Oh my God!
Oh no! I misread that. How to avoid panic disorder.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, big step there. I left on a big part.
Yeah.
This is a part of a series of videos about mental disorders. A pretty late distribution, 2003. Ardustry, not artistry, Ardustry. Ardustry Home Entertainment Incorporated, out of Encino, California. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't even remember how I have this tape. I really don't. I don't remember how I got this tape, which is interesting because it's a tape about mental disorders, and I don't remember how I got it. It's unironically funny.
May I gaze upon it one more time?
Yeah, take a look. When it's in a clamshell, I don't think it's an X rental because why would you rent this? But I think this was part of some kind of library in a doctor's office, like a psychologist's office or therapist's office.
Open your mind.
Open your mind.
Open your mind.
Quaid. Put on the Daytona Beat video, Quaid.
Do you have any of those NFL or NBA fumble tapes?
No, Professor. How about you should have tuned in like 1,000 years ago when we did sports tapes on
1,000 years ago, Professor.
Yeah.
Or the NASCAR's greatest crashes.
Again, same comment.
Years ago.
Same response for
me. Yeah, good highlights, good tape at Goodwill the other day. Nice.
Okay, that's enough. All right.
We're not
talking about sports. We're talking about weird tapes now.
I got Formula. I think I have a Formula One tape in IMAX or something like that.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm great.
Same talk.
Hey, Mr. Bones is here.
When
did you show up, Mr. Bones? When did he show up? He hasn't always been here, has he?
You know that is not the name of the show, okay, Mr. Bones?
He wants some taint talk. He wants to talk about Nifkin. He wants to talk about Brundle.
I know he does.
He wants to talk about some Murph.
Adam Rice says, "Give me that breast tape."
Give me that breast tape.
Oh my Lord!
Sorry, lady. Okay. Well, welcome, Mr. Bones. Thank you for joining us, buddy. Good to hear from you again.
Yes, Mr. Bones. Thank you for being here, buddy. You're in the middle of Oh shit! This is a good time to. You happen to be you happen to stop by in the middle of a.
Oh, out of all the times to stop by, you came by right at the right time, my friend.
So and it happens to be about weird tapes. I'm trying to show some weird tapes today.
Yeah, weird tapes, man. Weird tapes. So you would be next. How are you
Is
going
it
to top that, man?
me? Oh, is it? It's me. Oh. Do you actually want to see the breast tape? Because I.
If it's readily available, let's
Yeah, it's
let's
right
give
here.
it to Adam Wright, man.
Here we go. It's got like net proceeds donated to the like so and such and such.
Sure you would. Sure you
Sure.
would.
A touch of prevention. Breast self-examination guide. There you go.
And just a disclaimer here: we're not making light of that issue.
No, not at all. I'm just
we're
being
just,
comical when it comes to a weird VHS tape.
That is a weird VHS tape to have. Clearly,
Uh,
something that would be available in a doctor's office. More than likely, it was given away for free as well.
My mother beat cancer 4 times, so
There you go.
boom.
Oh.
Possibly. They don't have to tape on to tape off. We're
Tape
always
on, tape off.
we're always taped on over here. Okay.
Tape on, tape off. Okay.
There you go. That's for you, buddy. Now, besides that, I was going to show.
Lede says everyone always asks you tape off, but no one ever asks you if you tape on. That's true, Lede. Very true. Oh, thank you, Mr. Burns.
What's he saying now?
Yeah, it said cool shades.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know. Or too high up. I can't do the brow thing.
Well, I got.
Can't do it.
Come on, you're doing
I
it like
can't do it anymore.
You were doing it like crazy before.
Yeah, it was only when I was on the other side of the camera.
You need to do some. You need to do 8-minute buns.
Oh, I should say I need to do your 8-minute buns. Oh, what?
I don't have 8-minute buns, so.
Nah, man, those buns took longer than 8 minutes. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
man. My buns are at least 45 minutes each. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one
As
cheek,
seen on TV. This is
one
as seen
cheek
on
at a
TV.
time.
8-minute buns, baby.
One cheek at a time.
When you wonder how does Rob's vintage video stay so fit? Well, how could I not with a tape like 8-minute buns in my
8-minute
possession?
buns. Yeah.
8-minute buns.
Left cheek, right cheek. Left cheek, right cheek.
Every time I say 8-minute buns, it makes me think of hot dogs, but it just wants me. I just want to make some dogs and
Yeah,
have 8-minute hot dogs.
Hot dogs are weird. Because the buns come in packs of 8. Hot dogs come in packs of 10. You got to buy a lot of those to make it equal out, don't you?
This ain't no bread. This is buns right here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no. This ain't no. This ain't. What is it? Must be jelly because jam. No, must be. I fucked it up.
Yeah,
I think it's like the saying's like it must be jam because jelly don't shake like that, or so, I don't know, something like that. I can't figure it out.
He's not going to show you guys because that you got to pay for that. All right.
What?
Rob.
Shit.
Indulge me. I want to do a theory. Put me on the other side because I want to see if the glasses thing will work. If I'm on the other side.
Oh, hey, you think it's some kind of like computer, some computer.
See, it kind of is, Rob.
What I'm
it just
looking
happened. For? Look,
computer
it worked.
superstition going on.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Put me back. I don't care. Shit. I don't care anymore.
Beer over here, spilling beer everywhere. Yeah. All right, are you next or what? What do you got? You got any more?
Yeah, I'm next. All right. You know what? I want you to try to top this. Okay, Adam, right? We don't have any videos about gerbils or hurting or selling gerbils. But
No,
I do have
fortunately
uh,
not.
a video specifically designed for your cat. How do I know this? Because it's called a video for your cat. Look at
Oh,
that
your
cat. Look at that cat drinking milk and watching TV.
cat. He's hanging out.
That's what your cats do when you're at work all day. That's what you
Yeah,
know.
I know, man. Because
This,
I come home and the remote is in a different place. So
and the fridge is empty. Like they're just done. Uh,
I leave.
this is
I leave.
a video intended to entertain your cat while you're away. You just pop it in your TV and waste electricity all day long by letting this video watch. A video I guarantee they did not give two shits about, because my cats didn't, because I tried this. It says,
How long was that video? May I ask?
it's only 20 minutes. 20 minutes and retailed for $10, $9.95. 20 minutes.
You think a cat's going to sit there and watch that for 20 minutes?
That's 50 cents a minute.
Heck no. The answer is heck no.
Yeah. Pop this video into a VCR, not your VCR, just a VCR. Any VCR will do.
Any VCR.
Any VCR will do. Pop this video into your VCR or a VCR, and your cat will just love what it sees. Full color video that has all of your cat's favorite pastimes and hobbies. Actual pictures of real life entertainment your cat loves best. 1993, Ivory Tower Publishing Company Incorporated. Sorry, 125 Walnut Street, PO Box 9132, Watertown, Maine.
Maine.
Yeah,
nice place.
Telephone here. What the telephone number?
No thanks. Lady says that's a must buy.
Yes, VHS Mikey has the same one, but for your dog. The company made one for your dog as well. It's the same exact thing, but for your dog.
And I just wanted to show, since we were talking about it, here's the making love, become a more sensual lover. So, this tape, this video contains sexually explicit scenes, just so you know.
Softcore, folks.
Because they're going to show you how to make love in this tape.
They got to show you. They're going to show you.
Let me see here. Sexual attraction.
You got no problem there, Rob.
Intimacy. Yeah. Overcoming shyness and inhibitions. Arousal. The female orgasm. Contraception and intercourse.
What was that?
Female masturbation.
Okay. All right.
Massage.
Yeah.
A guide to sexual positions. Male masturbation.
You're making me uncomfortable.
Finish it off with oral sex.
You're making me uncomfortable. I need an adult.
I'm just, what the tape's about.
Yeah. I didn't know we were talking about porn.
No, it's an instructional video. This is all for information purposes.
It's just an excuse to get porn out there. It's all it
is. Said, practice makes perfect. So, and I'm just doing a favor for all the ladies out there, just letting all the dudes that's checking out, watching this videotape shit.
All the ladies, you mean one lady?
All your tapeoids out there collect VHS tapes. Listen up.
All the ladies out there. She's the only chick watching.
No, I don't want her. I'm talking about the guy. I'm giving this to dudes so they can.
Well, you know what?
The ladies.
All right. If you want to, talk about that kind of stuff, then I think if you want to talk about sex, baby, if you want to talk about you and me,
no, I didn't say that.
You should talk about all the. You should talk about all the good
things and the bad things. Is that what you're going to say?
Yes, it was.
That's what you were going to say, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Do you remember the version of that song they did? Let's talk about AIDS, baby. Remember that? It was the same thing. You remember that?
Why would I want to remember that?
It was like a PSA. It was like, let's talk about AIDS, baby. It's the same thing, but I was talking about AIDS. Well, it's a good thing, okay? And I want to talk to you right now and all the folks out there watching.
Right.
I want to talk to you about AIDS. In fact, I want to take a time out to talk about AIDS and HIV.
AIDS.
I want to take a time out to talk about the truth about HIV, AIDS, and you. With time out, the truth about HIV, AIDS, and you.
Holy smokes! Let me see that.
Arsenio
Arsenio's
Hall.
even on there pointing at you. Let me see.
Yeah, he knows, dude. Yeah, you got HIV. Yeah, you gonna get HIV if you don't straighten up. See, that's what he's
That
saying.
that is
See,
a tape right there.
you gonna get HIV if you don't straighten up. There's Magic Johnson saying, I already have HIV because I didn't straighten up. I wish I would have listened to Arsenio Hall earlier.
But time out. Let me give you the truth about it.
He said yeah, Magic Johnson should have listened to me. Yeah, I should have listened to him. See, told you all that. I'm talking about HIV. Magic Johnson didn't listen. Yeah, he right now. I'm telling everybody about HIV. I don't know what I'm doing. They don't talk like that at all. But yeah.
It's that bit was probably better than that tape.
Well, this is still sealed. This is actually
Yeah.
one of my favorites in my collection. This is actually worth a lot of money. You want to know who's on this, dude? This is ridiculous. Who's on this tape? You ready?
Yes.
Let me put my glasses
Hit
on.
on me. Shoot. Give it to me. Give me all you got. Shoot. Let me know. Hit me.
Not only is it hosted by Arsenio Hall and Magic Johnson, we have appearances by Paula Abdul, Color Me Bad, Tom Cruise, Luke Perry, may he rest in peace, Pauly Shore, Sinbad, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and more. Let me see if I can find out the more.
Holy smoke.
We have Johnny Gill, we have Jasmine Guy, we have Mayim Balak, Christy Alley,
Okay.
Neil Patrick Harris, Paul Rodriguez, and Jaleel White. And at the bottom here, my favorite picture is the bottom with Sinbad dressed as a giant condom. This is just stuff you. I mean, there's a reason why this is worth a lot of money, and I have a sealed copy. Yeah, this is a Paramount home video distribution. It's 1992, which God knows what the actual year they released this as. Because if it's Paramount Home Video, you know how I feel about Paramount Home Video.
I do.
Yeah. So who knows what year this was actually released? But yeah, this is sealed, factory sealed too, because it has the little weird, the watermark sticker, and all that.
That's what you look for. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah,
Poor Larry, my man. I like Pauly Shore, and Pauly Shore, may he rest in peace. Laughed my ass off, but Pauly Shore is not dead, and God love him. He's trying to be.
No, I was talking about Pauly Shore. I was talking about Luke Perry. Luke Perry passed away. You heathens.
I know, but you said Pauly Shore after, and he said rest in peace as a joke because Pauly Shore is not dead.
Oh yeah, that's true. No, I said Luke Perry, rest in peace.
Oh,
Then Pauly Shore
as a joke because I guess he's like but Pauly Shore is a good dude, and I like it. I love Louise, and
yeah,
I'm nostalgic for all that shit.
No, I said Luke Perry, parentheses, may he rest in peace, parentheses, comma, Pauly Shore.
You got to bust a seal on that tape, Cap. What do you think about that?
Well, the thing is, I think I just discovered something. I think it was already busted. That tape is resealed with a piece of Scotch tape. It was vacuum sealed, and of course, the dead giveaway.
Well, there's no watermark then.
Well, no, there's no watermark. I thought there was, but there isn't, and it says previously viewed, which is the biggest giveaway.
That's the dead giveaway. Yeah, that's probably.
So Larry, what were we saying? Larry, what were we saying earlier? Like weeks and weeks ago, we were talking about sealed tapes. Doesn't mean anything.
No,
we just discovered another part of that. Interesting.
Look closely, tapeoids.
Yeah, interesting. Always look closely.
Reminds me of that scene in Naked Gun where Drebin says he practices safe sex, and they get into the full latex.
Yeah, the full body condoms.
Pauly Shore's career sure is dead. And no, that's not nice, Professor. He's got a nice podcast going on. He does a lot of stand up and shit. He's from a family of entertainers and in the business.
He's in the business, giving you the business. And let me tell you, business is good.
Biodome sequel would resurrect his career, maybe.
What would resurrect his career and Brendan Fraser's career would be Encino Man 2.
Yes, I would agree more to that because I didn't even like the first Biodome, to be honest.
No, I think Lady has, she's in the right wheelhouse here.
In the right direction, Lady.
Yeah, I think she's not bad. That's not bad, but I think we should start with an Encino Man sequel.
Oh, boy.
Maybe a Son-in-Law sequel, if I dare say.
What have we got here?
Son-in-Law 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn. Try to top that.
Well, how about this? This is a weird tape. I may have popped this up in the past. I think
Ooh,
when I first
I'll
got it.
say. I'll say you have. What?
It is. Let me set this up here. We need to get some production. Get this shit working here. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So this is the Judds. It's Love Can Build a Bridge, and it's a featuring the 30. It's a 3D music video,
Oh
and the song
shit.
is Love Can Build a Bridge, and there is as I
Wow.
open it, here. Let me hold on to here. As I open it, there are the 3D glasses that come with it.
Holy shit, dude. You got the glasses still. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's
But let's not just
not.
drive past the fact that there was a 3D video made about the Judds.
That's what I'm saying. Is not only
What
is
in
it
the
the Judds,
world?
number one, number
Yeah.
two, it's a 3D music video, and the glasses are still there.
What in the world is that? When I think Judds, I don't think 3D. I don't, and I'm not, but now
Oh,
I do.
so I'm
But
saying you would
it's like my brain is like not really
yeah.
registering that. Like that shouldn't be 3D.
And this was not sealed. This was like this is open like it is right now. As you can see, look, they fall out pretty easy. I don't know how this ended up in my possession with them still both in there,
Yeah, that's interesting, man. That's
but it did.
yeah,
So
that's wow,
the
that's good.
Judds,
Yeah, and they're jugs in 3D.
yeah. I
Well, I don't remember them being very flamboyant when it came to that. I don't think that was their
think
gimmick,
one
but
of them might have been voluptuous, if I
I
can
don't
say
know.
that.
I don't know. I don't know.
3D jugs.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, maybe late day and park at that. I don't know, man. I don't know why you would have a judge video in 3. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Well, that
But
also reminds me that I don't have it anywhere close, but way over there in my music section, I have a VHS slash CD
oh, oh,
from Rage Against the Machine.
oh yeah.
It's a VHS tape with box with with a tape in it with a built-in a CD case.
Was it Tom? What was it? Tom Somebody's Ghost. That single for that. What that song was that called? What was that song called? Tom Something's Ghost.
It might be. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. It's
How was
over
that
there.
song called? Chad, help me out here. It was like an unreleased track from I
Yeah.
think from their first album, their self-titled album.
No, I think this might have been a little bit later than that. So
Okay, well that's fine. Still, I want to know what that
yeah, I think
song's
it's a little
called,
bit newer than that. But
or
yeah,
the
it was still
Ghost
pretty
or
cool.
something like that.
It's the only VHS CD combo that I have.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't have any of those. I
Beat
did have
that.
I did have a Queen Strike big old box. It's like a long box of like a Queen Strike concert. It came with a tape, came with a CD, and like a tour book. I found that in the thrift store, but I sold it
Yeah.
recently. I think I showed it on the show before, actually, a while ago.
Adam Wright just said Queensryche did a VHS slash CD set too.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I sold it to Andrew Adam at the last expo. He knows what I'm talking about.
Maybe maybe one day if music tapes pop out of here, well, if it did today, I would have been screwed because it's over there.
Yeah.
Thank God it didn't. But
Yeah.
now that I'm talking about it, I'm going to add it to my repertoire.
Yeah, it should be on the list. Yeah, music tape certainly. Which is I would be at a loss because I recently sold many of them that were in my collection. Not all of them, but many. I still have quite a few. But
I got a bunch.
well, I had them in
Uh,
that collection. You know, I enjoyed them for as long as I could, and time for somebody else to enjoy them, and time for me to make money out of it. So
I hear that.
yeah.
Harry says the ghost of old Tom Joad.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, thank you.
The old Tom Joad.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So you got anything that can compete with that?
I have one left. It looks like I have one left, and I think it's
We're crawling up on the end of the show time. So
a coup de grace of the coup d'etat, and I'm going to step into the third dimension with Vincent Price.
oh shit,
Yeah.
you step into the AM with that. Hold on, let me Let me pop you over here. Come on.
Already done. You already popped me.
There we go. Boom. There you are.
Yeah. Rock hard.
Let's see what that says. Stop intro.
No, man.
What? Stop intro. Stop into the third. Stop moving it. I can't.
What? Well, you can't read it, Rob? What's the
Well,
matter with you?
you're like,
Wait, you can't read it?
Stop into the third dimension. Is that what it says?
Step into the third dimension.
Oh, step. Okay, that's an E. All right.
Starring Vincent Price. It is a film or a photography tutorial, a 3D 3D photography tutorial from
Nishika?
Nishika, yeah.
Huh.
A new dimension in photography. And he hosts this little tutorial about how to do 3D photography. Apparently this Nishika company did 3D cameras. This is a 1989 distribution from the Nishika Corporation. Very cool label, full color label, gloss label.
Oh, I can see it better there. Step into the third dimension.
Yeah,
glossy it is. Super glossy.
Yeah, very very glossy label. Very glossy label. So yeah, that's one of my favorites. Definitely one of my best top 5 thrift store finds of all time is this.
Very nice.
Just because it's just so unique and yeah. So, yeah.
Cool.
You.
Professor said Vincent Price teaching how to take photos. Sold.
3D photos, because apparently this.
Not just any photos. Come on.
Yeah, apparently this camera company, which I don't know if they're still around, but apparently they specialize in 3-dimensional camera, which I guess all cameras are 3-dimensional, but you know what I mean. Cameras that are capable of taking 3-dimensional pictures. Yeah.
Boy, well, how am I supposed to top that now, Vincent?
I don't know. You better try.
Well, I don't know if I got one last attempt here. I don't think this is going to do it, but I'll do my best. And this is let me get it. Let me cue it up here. Let me get this all ready here. Boop, 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 boop. I got Make the Connection. It's about changing your life. Make the connection with Oprah.
Oh yeah, because that's who you want to talk about for changing your life. Hey, sell your soul to demons to get famous. Yeah.
Who's going to make the connection with Oprah? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure a lot of people did, and their checkbook certainly recognizes that. Her bank account does. Screw Oprah.
Free inside, your personal wallet-sized card with Oprah's daily routine.
Late A's with me. Thank you, Late A. The last person to seek advice from. Yes.
No, there's no card. Someone took the Oprah card out of this, but apparently
that's how it goes with her.
Yeah. So,
oh my God,
Oprah. I am Richie Cunningham, and this is my wife, Oprah.
It's a Phantom of the Oprah. Oh my God.
Damn it.
Hey man, I'm out of tapes. But my bladder is not out of pee. I got to take a whiz, and I'm gonna get back with you mobilely. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, sure. If you want to, yeah.
I don't want to end the show just yet.
Okay, I'm down.
You want to end the show? No.
Do what you gotta do. No. I'm good. Let's go.
Right.
Go take a leak.
I'll see you. Entertain the crowd. I'll be back.
Professor doesn't want to make any connection with Oprah.
Oh, yeah. People.
Walk the plank already, will you?
Sorry, I had to see what Professor had to say. We'll get back to these comments when I get back, folks. Or Rob can, but I'll get back to him myself.
Vámonos.
Oh, wait, too late.
I don't want to take no connection with Oprah. She gave out cars to people that one time and had to pay taxes out the wazoo from that. Oh, who had to pay the taxes? She did or they did? Oh, the people had to pay the taxes, eh? Yeah, well, nothing's free, man. Even if it's Oprah. I'm sure she's done some shady shit. Everybody's shady, man. Whatever. What's the point? I don't understand. I just want some money. Yeah, what else we got here? While he's gone, I'll show you what I had the leftovers over here that would not have contended with his last tape, Vincent Price. I do have Making Rustic Furniture. With Paul Ruhlman. Paul Ruhlman. It's a wood shop video, I would assume, making rustic furniture. Makes sense. Next one. Living Yoga presents How to Use Props. Includes bonus 10-minute workout, blocks, mats, and straps. That sounds a lot. Just listening sounds a lot. It doesn't sound like yoga. It sounds a little bit more than that, but it's yoga props. Blocks, mats, and straps. Yes. And last but not least, I've shown this one. This is one of my older ones. This is one of my favorites. I think it's like, I don't know, it's comical, I guess. Family camping. The Essential Planner. I mean, like, who would seek this out? Like, what father is like, oh man, I gotta take my family camping. I don't know what I'm doing. I need an Essential Planner on VHS tape. Holy shit, man! They really made anything on tape. They really did. 40 minutes of essential planning. On the cover is a dad. Is this his dad and the son? He's got some fish. They're just chilling, camping, normal style. Like essential planner for that's the kind of like this is super rustic camping. You know what I mean? Like they're not like they're camping on an island and doing like boating and or they could be on an island, but they don't indicate that. There's trees or there's a nice horizon. But either way, I mean, like, were you like, what kind of childhood did you have? Upbringing where you need to look consult a family camping the Essential Planner on VHS before you take your son out, pitch a tent. You could use that, can you, Adam? Really? Let me see what it's got to offer in here. Let me grab my third eye over here. What's going on? It's a pre-trip planning advice, okay? Gearing up with the right equipment. Hints on how and what to pack. Selecting the ideal campground. Setting up a comfortable campsite. Campfire. Starting in safety. Cooking tips and delicious campfire desserts. You know what? Now I'm reading this. That kind of sounds pretty. It sounds very helpful. I mean, it's not rocket science, but I mean, if I had this, I'd watch it. But I've already been camping and learned it, put out the tape. But 1987, nice tape. Holy smokes! That captain's like, he's got a tank and a half on him. How would you play the tape out in the woods? I think, Professor, you'd have to consult this tape before, preemptively. You'd have to. You look at you. I guess you're like part-time dad, first-time dad. Or maybe not. I'm assuming that the father is not connected with the kids, and maybe he's like a computer dude or something. That he's not familiar with the outdoors, or I don't know. He's like, geez, I gotta bring my son on a camping trip. I don't know what they're doing here. That's my Eddie Murphy's voice of white people, nerd white people voice. But if you don't know about selecting the ideal campground, setting up a comfortable campsite, I guess it could be helpful. Well, if you're city folk and never been to the woods, you might come in handy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm making fun of it, but yeah, I guess it's 87, right? So that should be in there. Not how to piss off a Bigfoot or you know what, bears, because you can't just leave food around the woods, especially if you're going camping like rural in the woods. You leave food around, man, at nighttime. Better watch your ass. I've been camping where you got to take the food and the garbage and shit and throw it in a bag and throw a rope over the tree and pull it up and put it up in the air so the bears don't come around and tear you a new one. Oh, Canada. God damn. Captain, what happened to you? Did you fall off the or what? Oh. Yeah, you're in the basement, right? Where are you, Captain? I hear you. Oh, there you are in the basement. There he is. Boom. I couldn't. But then I found you.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, man. Like I was running out of things to talk about, man. You were gone for like 45 minutes. What the hell?
Sorry, I wasn't going for 45 minutes. I was going for 43 minutes.
Jeez, man.
Sorry,
do bears use toilet paper? No. They use bunnies. They use little bunnies to wipe the ace.
Mm-hmm. Who do they use little bunnies?
Top 3 favorite pirate movies, Captain. Go.
Oh, man. Tell you the truth, man. I don't think I got 3 of them. Most pirate movies suck.
Cutthroat Island.
No, that movie sucks, dude. No.
Muppets Treasure Island.
Okay, yeah, maybe the original Treasure Island with the Disney one. That's good. I'd say Ice Pirates. Does that count?
I hope so. I love that movie.
Ice Pirates. How about you? What do you got?
What I got about what? I just named
Pirates.
off a bunch of them. Shit, I just said a bunch.
What?
I just said a bunch of them.
Oh, you did? Fascinating.
So I see the sun is going down in wherever you're docked.
Yeah, but fireworks are getting ready to go off.
Oh shit, fireworks. We're getting live fireworks, people.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think anybody cares.
Nobody cares.
There's fireworks all over the place. Were you out of tapes? Did you have any more tapes?
I had a couple. I showed them while you were gone because you were gone for 37 and a half minutes. So
That wasn't true. I was going for 36 and a quarter minutes.
either way, it was a long time.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm fucking with you. Lady says they're going off over here. God damn it. Shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm still on the air, actually. That's all right. Hold on.
You need to sign off, Cap, or what?
Get ready to leave. What?
You need to sign off?
Yeah, I should sign off.
You going to end the show or what?
Yeah, let's call it quits.
All right. Before we take off, I just want to show because people think like that we hang out all the time and we're not like real friends. Maybe behind the camera.
Why would anybody think that? That's stupid.
I just want to let everybody know that the captain was here not too long ago. He was hanging out in the shop not too long ago. I just want to give proof to everybody. I caught a picture of him. He was hanging back here.
Yeah.
So just before I just want everybody to know that.
That's all the proof you need. I don't know why anybody would think otherwise.
Well, we suddenly dropped to like 2 viewers, so it's probably a good time.
Let's get out of here. We're done.
All right, man. Have a good time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It was a great stream, and enjoy seeing you. And happy 4th of July and all that stuff.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was good seeing you too, man. It's a good stream, dude. I'll talk to you this week.
All right, man. I'll smell you later.
Later, dude.
Bye.
Bye.
It's good now.
Goodbye from Robin the Captain. Goodbye from Robin the Captain. This has been Friday Night Tape Talk with Robin the Captain. Right here on Rob's Vintage Video. Only on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe. subscribe, and take care out there. Keep your heads clean, and be kind, rewind. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. See you next Friday.
Your video and audio heads will now be cleaned.
What?
Your video and audio heads are now clean. Press stop and eject tape now. Eject tape now. Eject tape now. Eject tape now.
No.